Okay.
All right, get all up in here.
Okay, try not to touch the camera. Do I have a beer? I've lost my beer. Oh, my beer's over there.
All right. Well, there's more. Look, there's two more.
I understand. It's fine.
There's two more.
Okay. All right.
Don't kick the camera.
I was trying to be careful.
Okay.
Okay, that looks still good, I think.
Did you like my really angry Thor moment?
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was passionate.
It was passionate because I feel passionately about that. Really, I'm about to get passionate again.
I'm a really offensive fucking guy. I don't know if you noticed this.
You are.
My goal is to just constantly try to not be so offensive in these videos. I think I'm doing okay.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
You like me being very aggressive?
Yeah. You just, hey man.
Yeah.
You're choosing your. It's a great thing, man. You're being your own director. You're choosing your own personality for the video. Just fucking going with it.
All right.
Okay.
Good?
So record. All right. Here goes nothing.
All right. So the last biggest thing that happens in the last biggest part of the battle sequence is Tony's sacrifice. You know.
Which I cried twice for. Once in the theater and once walking to my car. Which
That
I've
hurt.
never done before.
You can rest now. Pepper saying that to him.
It's not just dying. Obviously, characters die and it's sad. But there's so much shit to go along with his death.
Yeah.
It means so much. It's a wonderful creative decision to make that happen. Obviously, his contract ran out.
Obviously, it was either going to be him or Cap.
And they both kind of died their own special way.
Oh, I'm about to get into that.
Yes. Oh, sorry. We'll go back to Tony.
So Tony, obviously, like, it started with him, and the Infinity Saga ended with him, and it was poignant, and it was beautifully done. When
she told him he could go, oh man.
Oh, that hurt.
Because you knew.
I know so many people are so connected to Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man and Tony Stark, even though he caused most of the mayhem in the MCU. But that's fine.
He was. Hey man, he was the CEO, right, of a weapons corporation, and he had other things, but mainly he was a weapons guy.
He was
trying to redeem his.
He was a flawed man.
Terrible nature. He would make jokes about like how fucking amazing his bombs were, like the ones that fucked him up and almost killed him.
He was never going to be able to stop.
God, he was the ultimate like anti-hero / fucking redeemed character.
His arc was great. Now, I'm about to get into the part of Endgame that made me very angry. Captain America.
He's angry.
Captain America going back in time and staying with Peggy and living out his rest of his life is fucking bullshit. He would never do that.
Oh, the walls are shaking. That's weird.
Captain America went back in time, and their decision was to have him go back in time and decide that, well, fuck all of history. I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to live out the rest of my life with Peggy. Fuck that life that she had beforehand. I'm going to negate that and go back in time and be with Peggy. Also the fact that he goes back in time and he lives out that entire time, and at no point does he think to himself, hey, I should probably save Bucky, who's being absolutely tortured. My best friend. The closest thing he had to family at that point in time. He was his brother.
Doesn't work in the story.
I don't fucking care. It completely goes against everything Cap stood for as a character.
The reason the Peggy thing works is because Peggy's not in the MCU almost at all, except for the first adventure. So when he changes
she had an entire series.
I know she had an entire series, but when he changes her story in the universe, it doesn't affect any of the other movies in the universe.
You say that, and also, just from a logistical standpoint, their entire mindset towards time travel of how going back and changing something in the past doesn't change the future.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying.
They just went against that.
It was
and
fan
just
service.
negated that. It's not good fan service. It's stupid.
They wanted Tony to be with Peggy. They just broke the rules to make that happen.
They broke their own.
It's just like Captain America having the fucking hammer.
No, it isn't.
He can't have the fucking hammer.
Why not? It's anybody who's worthy. He's clearly worthy.
But he has electricity. Why does he have electricity?
He, whoever holds his hammer, if he be worthy, shall control the power of Thor. That's what he fucking said.
Okay.
That was in the first Thor movie.
I'm cool with the Peggy scene.
I hate it.
I thought it was romantic and pretty and cute.
I don't fucking care about it.
It was a gorgeous love story. Did you watch the show, the Peggy Carter show?
Yes.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Oh.
This part negates all of Cap's character development. It destroys all of it.
I don't agree. Across my arms.
It ruined everything they had done with Cap up to that point.
I'm not angry.
In so doing, he basically, Cap's whole thing has always been, if you have the ability to step in and do something for somebody who can't help themselves, you have to do something about it. So you're telling me that he went back in time to like 1947 and he just let all of the events of everything he'd seen, he let Bucky be tortured for all that time, he let the events of all the Avengers movies and all those people who died happen without trying to stop it? Are you serious? So you just...
Also,
you wanted to write him out because his contract was up.
Also,
cool.
Have
him fucking die doing something then.
Also legit, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense whatsoever because obviously he's going to go live out with... Okay, so the argument... I've seen the argument online. The argument is there's two Captain Americas at that point.
Could have done literally anything else.
There's two Captain Americas at that point. There's future Captain America from Endgame, goes back in time, and he lives out his days with Peggy. Okay. And there's other Captain America who's still in the MCU, and he's doing all those other things, and those are the two lives. He basically has a clone, basically. It's just future and past together.
It's entirely out of character, and I feel like it completely ruins everything that had been done with him up to that point.
I super disagree, but it's fine. Leave a comment. I don't even know how long this video or how many videos this is, but leave a comment if you're even here. I'll be surprised if you're in at this point.
Yeah, right? Well, at this point, we're probably going to break this up into... We've probably broken this up into several videos at this point.
I thought this interval thing was a good idea, but now we're going to be like hours long, and I don't know what to do with that because I'm sure you guys are having a hard time with even a half an hour video, so probably break it up. Leave a comment.
Right.
After we already broke it up.
So the next one after Endgame is Spider-Man Far From Home.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. More gorgeous than Doctor Strange. That's pretty much it for me. It's good.
The effects are great. The Mysterio...
Oh, man. What's his face?
Mysterio is a really well done villain.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, he kills it.
He kills it. Absolutely amazing performance.
Now, we already... If you've watched our videos, you know that I'm all about characters and plot and dialogue to an extent. And he is all about visuals and shit.
I like the other stuff that he likes, okay? But it's not important to me to enjoy it.
This movie basically made Tony Stark Peter's Uncle Ben.
The whole series, though, did that.
And I didn't like that.
That's been mentioned. I've watched a lot of videos about this. Pretty much everyone says the same thing. They decided to make Tony Stark Uncle Ben to that way make it like...
I mean,
more like interweave with the story.
Yeah, they capitalized on the emotional... On everybody was still pretty emotional about Tony being gone. Even going so far as to have the whole moments where he's building his new suit and they play the AC/DC and the whole thing. And you know, I get it. And Peter does an amazing job taking down Mysterio. And the story is actually... I think it's actually a better movie than Homecoming.
Oh, I think so. Oh my god, I think Far From Home, in my opinion, is... I don't think it's better, but I think it's like on par with Into the Spider-Verse, which is obviously not the MCU.
What? Into the Spider-Verse is like the best Spider-Man movie.
I think it's in the same ballpark. I think the Spider-Verse is better. But hey, if you're more of a live action film kind of guy, you're gonna like this one way better than Spider-Verse.
I was like stories period if it rolled on.
Well, sure, but Spider-Verse. It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
you know how many times I got asked after Far From Home,
I felt like Far From Home.
Which one was better?
Anyway. I felt like Far From Home set up a lot of really interesting things moving forward. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, I don't think him losing his spider sense makes any sense. It's fine. I understand it's for the story. Sense. He does. He completely.
So apparently nobody in the MCU has.
He gets hit in the face, and it is like, we got hit in the face, and they're like, what happened to your spider sense or whatever they said. And they made a joke about it, called it something else, spider tingles, or it doesn't matter. And then he gets his spider sense back at the end.
His Peter Tingle.
Which I guess is which is like similar to what happened in Spider-Man 2, I believe, when he just completely lost his powers altogether and he fell from the sky.
I liked Spider-Man 2.
No, it was amazing. It's probably
Doc Ock.
That was up there. Ooh, you probably like that one actually better than Far From Home.
It's really good.
It is really good. Oh man.
Alfred Molina as Doc Ock.
Fuck man, Far From Home has amazing visuals.
It does.
And I love Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. And I do really like Tom Holland. I think that what's his face? Tobey Maguire? Right? Yeah. I think he's, because of Sam Raimi, he's overacting. That's fine. It fits the movie. But I would prefer a more realistic take.
I would have loved to have seen Andrew Garfield in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies.
Could he do it?
Oh yeah.
You gotta overact. Hold on.
He's a better actor than Tobey Maguire.
Hold on. Yeah,
he's a better actor than Tobey Maguire.
This was in Spider-Man 2.
Better than Tobey Maguire.
I want to reenact a scene from Spider-Man 2. You ready?
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. That's Tobey Maguire overacting a Sam Raimi movie, which is fine.
What the hell was that?
It was when Mary Jane was like laying there, and then freaking Doc Ock pulls the wall. The whole fucking wall is about to fall on her, and he goes, and he has a really funny, it's like a very serious, like, emotionally impactful scene.
Tobey Maguire has a stupid face.
He acts that way. That's his acting.
Terrible.
That's his emotional reactions to things. His face is fine.
The fact
he has these big buggy eyes all the time. And
the fact that we almost had Leonardo DiCaprio as Spider-Man.
For Sam Raimi?
Yeah. It was between him and Tobey Maguire, and I guess Leo turned it down. I'm really upset about that.
Well, hold on, because we did get Willem Dafoe, an amazing fucking actor.
So good.
Playing that stupid goblin character where he super overacts.
Oh,
it's very fun. It's very enjoyable.